Hello Taurus, and very welcome to your reading. It's going to be the second reading in January this year for all signs. And I'm going to use a deck called the Tarot Illuminati. And I think it's got really nice pictures on it. So I hope you've had a nice beginning of the year. The first card that comes out for you is a very nice beginning, I think. Another sign got this as well, I can't remember which one. Got this, and someone else also got it like a first card, and it's the Ace of Wands. So it really speaks about like a new start, a new idea, and you can see all this smoke here, so it's a really something really fiery, it seems like. And the second card that comes out is kind of an opposite energy. So this is like feeling like we lost. Perhaps you had an idea and you felt like it didn't work out the way you hoped to. I'm gonna have to continue and see what comes afterwards. What's the story for Taurus? Too many cards. It's Ten of Swords. So when I was looking at these two cards again, can you see how there is in both houses there is like this castle in the background, but here is all like white, and there's also water here, and the same one in that picture. So it's like what I'm feeling when you're looking at these two cards together. It's like you saw something like in a shimmering light, you know, like when you fall in love, or sometimes you can fall in love without knowing someone, or it doesn't have to be in a person. It can be like in an idea, or oh, I'm gonna move there, it's gonna be so great, I'm gonna start this job, it's gonna be awesome, or whatever you were thinking about doing. And then in this next picture it's gray instead of white, and it wasn't as easy as you thought. And it seemed to me like perhaps you put your faith in people who didn't have your best interest at hand, because here you have like travel to another shore, I feel like, and you went on this adventure, and during this adventure you got stabbed in the back really badly. So that's not very nice energy, but the positive thing about the 10 is that it's like an ending of an energy. So you seem to have come to the conclusion pretty fast that people don't have your best interest at hand, and that's really good. Too many cards. And the next card that came out is the King of Wands. So I'm just feeling like you're about to get up there again. This comes underneath this Ace of Wands. So I feel like you're gonna continue with your dream, but you're sitting here thinking you're just gonna perhaps not with the same people, perhaps not on the same place or whatever. This castle wasn't all that it looked like, but I think you still have that same dream, and that's very positive. They weren't able to break you. there's birds outside my window who I'm feeding. Ah, come on, deck. I just want one card, please. Too many. At least there are cards flying out. Sometimes there aren't any. But I just want one, and here is one. And we have the Hanged Man. So this card is about like waiting, and it's like the universe has put you here in suspense because perhaps the time wasn't ripe for your ideas or the circumstances weren't perfect. It's the number 12, so it's connected to the number 3, which is the Empress, which has to do with she's often pregnant. And this is also like a pregnancy. You're hanging here waiting until you are fully cooked, so to speak. So perhaps it's not you that has to be fully cooked, but perhaps it's like the situation need something more to work out. But it's like this, if you're like a scientist or an artist or if you're just a visionary person, we have to do trial and error because that's how we learn. So if things didn't go, if first you don't succeed, you get yourself up and try again. Is that Alaya? A wonderful woman who sang. I think she died in a car crash, but a nice song. I'll put it in the description box. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is actually like a new contract. And this is 3 people working successfully together. So it seemed like if you just give it time, there will be like very fruitful circumstances for you, whatever you're trying to do here. Right. So we got 2 aces now, the Ace of Swords, and this is also it looks a bit like this Ace of Wands. Well, of course they're similar. They're aces in the same deck here. But what's the difference? This ace actually got this branch here, which is a sign of victory, and it's got a crown. So I feel like this was the first idea, and this time you got a sword also this time. So I think you will. I think this is telling me that this time you're gonna conquer this mountain here. Whatever. I'm really curious if because I'm kind of a intuitive reader, and there used to be like a story. I'm always so curious if this is someone's story. If not, it's nice for me to tell them anyway. Alright, the next card here is another pentacle card. And it comes under this row here with the 5 of Cups. And things not turning out the way you wanted to. And the Hangman having to wait. And then comes Prince of Pentacles. And there is someone looking very like abundant in a way, and he or she is holding like this pentacle in her hand and presenting it like a gift. And there are like yellow flowers here on the ground, and so perhaps this is telling me that in the springtime, when the first dandelions come, because I believe they are dandelions, this idea of yours will be ready. And please, the last card for this row. After this, I'm gonna pull a clarifying card from the Isis Oracle. And then we finish off this reading with the sun. And here again we can see this yellow flower, but here it's a sunflower. And there is a big sun, which looks like a flower. So it's something like, with these two major arcana here, the hangman, that is about waiting, and then the sun. It's like something will work out in summer, but you will have to work together with the right people, and not with the people you can't rely on, people who doesn't share your vision or have your best interest. People might think you're just strange or a dreamer, or that you ideas are not appropriate. But I feel like you found something that you're passionate about here. With this row here with two aces and the king of wands, this is really passion, Taurus, and you should, whenever you find it, it's like something that your soul wants to do. And we can't always listen to our souls because we have obligations, we have to celebrate our family's birthday, and it's really nice. We have to go to work, we have to take care of our bodies and work out, and sometimes, and then we are so tired after all this that we just want to watch like TV or something like that. But when sometimes we get this longing, when we put off the telephone, and we just have to express ourselves, we just have to live a little, or whatever it is. Now you seem to have found something that is worth fighting for here. And the universe is kind of saying that it's going to go your way when the circumstances are right, because the Sun card is, I think it's like the happiest card in the deck almost, being a major arcana and all. And it's also this little kid here. It's kind of your inner child. It can also, of course, be that you no, I think that is your inner child, and you want to be like on this horse with no reins and no saddle, and you want to be free to do it your way, I feel like. So it's really positive. And now I'm gonna pull a clarifier, or just an oracle card from this Magic of Isis, and it's a book of incantations and prayer, and I'm gonna read the incantation. Just if you feel that you want to do it, it could be, well, it's up to you. I had one of these nights recently. I'm often tired at evenings because I'm not in the best of health always. But then just one evening I had this painting that I started doing this summer, and I've just been thinking, oh well, I'll do it when it feels right. And the other night I just sat up till late and painted, and it was wonderful. And every morning when I wake up, it makes me happy to see this painting. Oh, so what I was telling you, your soul wants to come back. You got a card, Soul Retrieval. And here we're holding this light or this sun or whatever it is, coming out from this circle. It's almost like it's being born again. And I'm gonna read the card for you first. Isis, healing goddess, now offer you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy and power. So be willing to go through the healing process, knowing that any emotional clearing taking place is leading you to wholeness. Right? So this is something that your soul wants to go through. Let's see. Here. All right, dear Taurus. This prayer can be said as an incantation at any time you feel you need healing, helping forgiving and calling your soul back to yourself, or when you sense that something within you is holding you back from greater happiness, but you're not sure what it is. Isis with love, unconditional and strong, help me rise above right and wrong, to forgive, release, and make myself whole, to retrieve lost pieces of my soul, restore the inner light, grid of gold, free me from trauma new and old. Isis with love unconditional and strong, help me be whole now and finally move on. So that's it from me, Taurus. And this trauma here this is clearly a trauma being stabbed in the back. And to move on from it, it seems like you just have to find new ways to fulfill your dream. So good luck with that, Taurus, and thank you so much for being here with me. I'm gonna show you the cards here. And I hope I see you again. Take really good care. Bye.